tragedy, but a disaster. A tragedy is losing a loved one. A disaster is losing your job. A tragedy is the house burning down. A disaster is burning the toast. Have you ever had a personal disaster? Raise your hand. Well, I've had my fair share. And the one that is most profound in my mind happened 23 years ago. I've been working for this construction company for 6 years, been doing very well, and managed several projects, very profitable. One day, my boss walked into the office, closed the door, and handed me a letter of termination. No warning, no counseling, no plan for improvement. You out of here, boy. There are 3 types of people in the world. Those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wonder what happened. I wonder what happened. Have you ever been in that position before? After a personal disaster, standing around wondering what happened? Would you be interested? Would it be valuable to you to have a tool that you can use in any situation that'll help you get from this to this to this? Would that be of some use to you? I think so. Well, I have such a tool. It's called, and those of you who have been in the military know this intimately, it's called situational awareness. But back to the story. I spent the next days, weeks, months wondering what happened. Going back in my mind, trying to reconstruct everything. How did I get from here to here? I thought I was doing well. Well, I also had to look for work. And after a couple of months, I finally found a job hired by a guy who himself had been fired from the same company a couple of years before me. And he told me, "Oh, don't worry about it. That's just politics." Politics? I thought I messed up. What's politics? So I got to thinking about it. It got going over in my mind. I talked to other people, and it all came down to one man. He was the superintendent of that company, Jim. He hated my guts. Why did he hate my guts? Well, I'd only worked with him on one project. That was 3 or 4 years before. And the more I thought about it, it came down to one incident. One day during that project, I was the project engineer, low man on the totem pole. He was the superintendent. Superintendents in construction companies are like God. To compare them to the military, they are the senior enlisted. Okay? Nobody messes with them. Well, I got a call one day from a subcontractor. "Michael?" "Yeah." "Jim." 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 What did Jim do? "Well, he took my foreman out there and he threw him against the wall. He assaulted him. And it's not the first time. We're done with him. We're going to do X, Y, and Z. And yada, 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 yada. What do I do about it? So I thought, well, I'm low man on the totem pole. I can't defend Jim from this onslaught of whatever's going to come down. So I know. I'll go tell his boss, the general superintendent. So I went into Gil's office and I told him, and Gil looked at me. "Michael, Jim's a good man." "Gil, I know Jim's a good man. I think he's acting childishly, but I know he's a good man." How stupid could I have been? Had I had a concept of situational awareness in my head, I never would have done that. I went in to his boss, who happened to have known this gentleman, Jim, for 20, 25 years, worked together, probably played golf every weekend with him, best friends, made a lot of money for the company, and I'm going to go to him and tell that Jim is acting childishly? I'm low man on the totem pole, superintendents are God, situational awareness. How could I possibly have ever done that? And why did I go talk to him to begin with? Why didn't I call up Jim and say, "Hey, this happened, what do you want to do about it?" It was his problem, it wasn't my problem. So why didn't I do that? That was lack of maturity on my part. Situational awareness. They teach situational awareness. They teach it in the military to combat soldiers before they go into combat. They teach it to policemen before they go out on the streets to patrol the streets. They teach it to everybody. And there are 3 concepts they teach us, or rather 3 levels There's the first level is perception. The second level is second level. Comprehension. Second level is comprehension. And the third level is decision making. You have to go through those three steps. Would you be interested if you take the concepts of situational awareness to heart, make them part of your daily life, then you can gain more self-confidence by approaching every situation in life with the knowledge. You can approach every situation in life with the knowledge that you are capable of handling anything that life throws at you. If you make situational awareness a part of your daily living, you will gain more enjoyment out of life. Because anything that life throws at you, you'll be better prepared for. And if you make situational awareness a part of your daily living, you will be more productive in life. Because you'll be able to find your way through the minefields without wasting time, without wasting energy, and without wasting a lot of emotional karma. From this, to this, to this. Situational awareness.